So you have a super hyper puppy that is driving you crazy because they've got so much energy. Well, in this video, I'm giving you 4 different ways to tire out any puppy, and make sure you stick around to the end because I'm going to give you the secret to every puppy's off switch. So the first way that we're going to tire out our puppies is by playing fetch. Now, to teach this, you're just going to have 2 balls. You need to create some excitement and interest around the first ball. So to do that, you're just going to bounce it in front of the puppy, really try and tease it. You could even hold the dog back a little bit and try and tease it. And then you're going to roll or bounce the ball away for just a couple of yards away, so not far at all. Now you need to try and encourage that puppy to come back to you with the ball. So to do that, you are going to run maybe a yard or 2 away from the puppy, and you're going to be like, right, come on pup, let's go, let's go, let's go. And you're going to try and encourage that puppy to come back to you with the first ball. Now, with the second ball, when the puppy has come back to you, you're going to start bouncing the second ball to try and get the puppy to release the first ball. As soon as the puppy releases the first ball, you can then throw the second ball, and you're going to literally just repeat that cycle. It's all about trying to get the dog excited about the ball that you have in your hands. As soon as you've thrown the ball and they bring that one back, you need to start getting that puppy excited about the second ball. Now, the number one mistake that people make when they teach fetch is they try and get the first ball off of the dog. What this does is it creates a dog that doesn't want to come back to us because they're scared or worried that they're going to lose that ball. The puppy should really want to keep this ball. So we're not going to do that. We're not going to create any conflict with this game. All we want is a puppy that is desperate to come back to us because we have the interesting ball all the time. And that just comes from us being super, super exciting and engaging with the ball that we have. So the second way that we are going to tire out our puppies is by playing tug. Now, this is without a doubt my favourite game to play with my dogs, and to be honest, it's their favourite game too. The problem is it's really, really difficult to try and explain. I've spent a lot of time trying to record this step, and so what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to show you a clip of me actually teaching this when Ro was a puppy, and I'm going to teach you through what I was thinking and what I was trying to achieve to actually teach Ro how to tug. So the very first thing that we need to do is we need to create excitement and a desire for the puppy to want to chase this tug. That means that we need to bring this toy alive. We need to make it super exciting, and we need to encourage the puppy to chase it. It has to be super fun. Before the puppy manages to catch the toy, we're going to throw it just a yard or 2 away, and then when he's bringing it back, we're going to encourage him to come towards us, which will give us the opportunity to offer our first bit of resistance. Now, we don't want to actually win. We don't want to pull the tug too hard. We want our puppies to win. This will build confidence and interest in the toy. At first, only offer a tiny bit of resistance and then act as if the puppy was too strong. So you would literally be like, oh no, you're too strong, you got it, right, come on then pup. And then you'll just encourage him to come back to you, and then when he does come back to you, you'll say good job when he re-engages you with the toy. If the puppy loses grip, then you can be like, you lost it. Oh, you silly puppy. And then you can restart the game completely. And now he's got to chase it and win it again. So now he's chasing it. You're going to throw it a yard or 2 away. And then he's going to bring it back to you, because the last time that he was with you and he was playing tug, he kept on winning and it was super fun. He lost it, but now he wants to start that game again. And then eventually, and further down the line, you can start teaching an out. You do that by literally just holding that object completely still and saying out. Hold the toy dead still until the puppy lets go, because the game has stopped. And then the second the pup lets go, you'll say yes, and that activates the game tug again. So soon the puppy will want to out as soon as possible, just to restart that game again, because that is the reward. The important thing to remember with tug is that the tug isn't important. What's important is that we are actually the game. And this is why it is my favourite game to play with my dogs, because if my dogs just take the tug, it means nothing to them. They need me to activate the game, and that's what makes it so powerful. And it becomes a really important training tool in the future, because your dog will really, really try and work for you to get this tug, or not the tug, to get you to play the game with the tug. So that is one thing that's super important to realize, is that the tug doesn't mean anything. We need to be engaging, we need to be so fun, and that they need to actually want us to play this game, and that's what makes it so valuable. So the third way that we're going to tire out our puppies is by doing trick training. Now this has a huge benefit. Not only is it really going to tire out our puppies, but it's also going to teach our puppies things that we need in the future anyway. You can teach things like the hill position, which you're going to use out on your lead walks. So just by trying to drain your puppy's energy and having a puppy that can relax and chill out in the evening, you're actually going to have a byproduct of really useful things that you can have in the future. So there's a huge benefit to doing these trick training sessions. The difference between trick training and the first two methods is, in the first two we've been building up excitement and we've been encouraging it. And for us to see the results of them actually being tired, they've got to have a come down. With trick training, you're actually going to get the results straight away. You're literally going to see your puppy's energy draining as they are thinking and trying to figure out what we're trying to teach them. So you get the results a lot quicker after you do trick training, because they are a lot calmer while they're doing it. And the fourth way that we're going to tire out a puppy is by playing nose games. Now, there's not that much to say about this one. It's pretty simple. Little things like scattering their food around in the garden and allowing the dog 15-20 minutes to just find their food is going to be a great way of tiring out your dog. Your puppy concentrating on a scent and trying to find their food is really going to tire out your dog. Now, you can also do things like hiding their favorite toys and getting them excited about finding them. Literally, you could allow the dog to watch you take a toy away, put it somewhere so they understand the concept of your basically hiding something, playing a game of hide and seek with them, and then allowing them to kind of find that toy. Little simple games like this where the dog uses their nose to find things is a great way to tire your puppy out. So now that we've drained our puppy's energy, both mentally and physically, we can begin to teach our dogs the off switch. Now, this is all about energy. And to be quite honest with you, there's no easy way to explain this one either. So I am going to show you how I would project a calm energy with my dog Aegon, so that you can just see how I would go through the process of sharing my energy to try and calm and settle my dog down. So here you can see that I am clearly trying to wind Aegon up. I'm trying to get him excited. So to do that, I'm being super excited myself. I'm acting crazy. I'm acting like a lunatic. I'm messing around. I'm barking. And he's pretty much being a mirror of what I'm doing. He's sharing the same energy. He's being crazy too. He's barking at my face, trying to play with my hands. He's clearly feeding off of my energy. Like, because I'm excited, he is being excited. Now you can see, as soon as I ask him to sit, you can see that he knows what's coming next. He's still got a wacky tail, but you can see that kind of immediate starting to come down from going from 100 miles an hour right down to, 5 or 10 miles an hour. Now to do this, you have to be sharing the right energy. I am genuinely thinking about my breathing here. I'm trying to slow my own breathing down. I'm trying to calm down myself because I was just going crazy, and I'm trying to give Aegon affection, almost like a calming massage. It feels nice for him. It's a very different energy that I'm sharing now. And I am literally just trying to get him to calm down by being calm myself. Once you are able to take your dog's energy levels from 100 miles an hour right down to 5 miles per hour, you will have an off switch for your dog. So the secret to our puppy's off switch is realizing that this is a process. We need to provide outlets for our puppy's physical and mental energy before we can expect them to relax inside the house. Now, let me give you an example of the things that I think about with my own dogs before I expect them to settle down in the house. My dogs, I know that they need a long walk, I know they need to be fed, they need to drink water, then they need to go to the toilet again, and then, only then, can I expect them to settle down and relax afterwards. So guys, that is how you tire out any puppy. You drain your puppy's physical and mental energy, and then you teach your puppy the off switch. I would really love it if after you give these things a try, you come back to this video and in the comments below, you let me know which had the biggest impact for you, which technique had the biggest impact. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope to see you next week in my next video. See ya.